What's up, reefers? Welcome back to another episode of Tank Boyz. In this episode, guys, we're going to be taking a look at this tank I have in the background. Let's go. Alright guys, don't forget, if you like what you see, subscribe and hit the bell. Alright reefers, so we are on our way to our LFS Top Shelf Aquatics. So in order to get the Red Sea 170 that's in my office going perfectly, we have to get everything kind of level. So if you guys, as you guys just saw, the tank does have a small case of hair algae and nuisance algae. And the reason behind it is super simple. So I haven't done a water change in that tank ever since I set it up. And I've been up there for like 2.5, maybe even 3 months since I set up the 350. So I kind of set it up, I let it run. I have a pair of clowns, my blue spotted jawfish, which is my favorite fish. And I have a little fire goby, or what some people would call, I believe it's called a dartfish. So in order to get this tank smooth and going perfectly, I'm going to scrub all the algae out. Then I'm going to do a 50% water change, which will eliminate the nitrate, which is what fulfills and feeds the nuisance algae, which of course will lower the phosphate. And then I need to regulate everything. So I'm actually going to start running my skimmer. So the protein skimmer, the octo skimmer that I have there, hasn't been running. So when I tell you, I literally just turned that tank on and let it run because I was focusing on the 350. That's literally all I've been doing. So water change, scrub the algae, get the protein skimmer going, and I do need to get an ATO. So depending on what they have in my LFS, I might pick up an ATO. So we're on our way there. Let's see what they got. All right, reefers, so I just picked up a yellow chorus wrasse, which I've been looking for a long time, so I'm excited to get them in my reef. Alright guys, so I just got home. I'm going to float the fish to get them temperature acclimated, and then we're going to get them in the reef. Alright guys, so it's been about 2 days since I introduced the fish. Look who decided to come out. The yellow, well, they call the yellow chorus wrasse. This is more of a silver belly wrasse, but he is out. I just fed, so you do see a little bit of kind of food going everywhere. I do need to get the lights going on. Sorry for the terrible glare. I do need to get the lights on. Goby's been sitting like a champ. So let's get the lights on. Hopefully he doesn't get scared, but if he does, I mean, he seems to be out. Nobody's bullying him, so everything seems to have been pretty good. The Goby actually made his home right there. Let's see if he comes out. Maybe in the back. Okay, Goby's in there. So if you guys have been following the channel for some time now, you guys know that this is the tank that I started our first episode with. And throughout all the episodes, and I believe it was this, which has been our first year on YouTube, I actually purchased an additional Red Sea 170, which I ended up actually selling. So with the events of the world and the pandemic, I actually transitioned to work from home. And of course, what reefer would not love to work from home and have the reef tank right next to them? So pretty good view, I must say. But guys, still one of my favorite tanks. We're gonna take a look at the livestock, what's going on with it, filtration, and all that fun stuff. But let's do a quick little montage. So most of the fish that I just showed you guys are jumpers. So you might see this weird little concoction that I have right there. And I do have some Velcro. So the diamond goby and the blue spotted jawfish, they are known for jumping. So you want to make sure you have this pretty secure. That way you don't have any catastrophes. But guys, everything is doing so well. Look at that bubble tip anemone. That bubble tip anemone honestly is about 5 inches wide. The only anemone that I've had that's bubbled up. If you guys look down here, there is another bubble tip anemone. I added him maybe a day and a half ago, and he's been running around the whole tank. So hopefully he settles down soon. And I do have one more anemone that I'm gonna add in here as soon as that one settles down there. So let's feed the fish to see, so you guys can see how they're doing. I am gonna feed pellets, marine, what's it, New Life Spectrum pellets. It's quick. I have it up there. Let's get it open and feed the fish. All right, reefers, so we're gonna get a little pinch. I think I grabbed more than a pinch, but drop it in there. Let's see if the spotted jawfish wants to come out and take a little bite. There he goes. Honestly, guys, one of my favorite fish. Has his own little cave. Loves to eat. He is a little aggressive, but super happy. There's the dartfish. I do want to get an additional pair. When I picked him up, he did have a little brother, but unfortunately the little brother ran into the Grinch's lair, and he kind of beat him up. So this guy knows better, which is why he's still kicking. So I do want to add an additional dartfish, and guys, I am tempted to get a small, either yellow-eyed tang, a small one, or a flame angel, because I know flame angels are 50% reef safe. However, in this tank, I'm not going to keep my high-end corals. I'm only going to keep, I want to keep a lot of anemones, some zoas, but I'm going to play it a little safer in this tank. So leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think. Now, I know you guys see this little guy coming to creep out. So, along the meantime, I did pick up a peppermint shrimp. The reason I picked up, there's actually a pair of peppermint shrimp in here, because this tank was riddled with Aiptasia. So guys, believe it or not, these peppermint shrimps, I bought 2, they have eradicated the tank from Aiptasia. Now, would I recommend that if your tank is full of corals? Absolutely not, because I don't believe they are reef safe. I've had them go after, believe it or not, rock flower anemones. I've seen them go after frog spawns, blastos, so they do love to munch on some LPS and softies. So be careful when doing that. Now, I am going to be picking up a cleanup crew soon, because as you guys can see, I could use some algae control. So I'm going to go with a couple Trocus snail. I am going to get me a tuxedo urchin, a fighting conch, just to keep everything nice and pretty. And the reason why I love the idea of a little yellow tang is that way they can nip away at the algae. But again, guys, what's going to keep this tank looking pristine is going to be upkeep with the water changes. Scrubbing the rock, blowing the detritus off the rock. And of course, once I replace these power heads, the tank is going to look so much better. So leave me a comment below, guys. What type of corals do you think I should add? What do you think? I think for this being a tank that's been neglected, doesn't look that bad. Yes, there's a little algae, but trust me, this thing looked scary before. So before I wrap this video up, this is just a quick little video. Let me give you guys a peek as to what the Red Sea 350 is looking like right now. That tank is looking so nice. Let's take a look at that tank now. So here's the Red Sea 350. So this is pretty much the baby. All the high-end coral are in this tank. I mean, it's pretty much glowing. Hey, there I am. So it's pretty much glowing. If you guys watch one of the most recent videos, I did add the LED strips right there in the back of the tank, which makes the tank pop. So I couldn't be happier. I am babysitting some corals for Hector, some acans up there, Euphilia, and some more acans down there. But guys, look at the tank. Tank's just glowing. Now the lights have been on all day, but you see the Euphilia garden is doing great. Some of the corals are splitting on this orange octospawn. Argonians are doing great. Picked this one up at the last frag swap. If you watched the episode of the frag swap, that's Iron Man Goniopora. Picked up a rainbow troll. Now, this coral I've been looking for. I'm so stoked I picked it up at the Black Friday swap at Worldwide Coral in Winter Park. That's their OG Rainbow Blasto. So this thing glows in my tank. But everything is doing pretty good, guys. So anthids are pretty happy. I did pick up this huge neon green leather, which I'll post a video right now as to what it looks like when it's open. However, he's been kind of not too happy for the past couple days. Now, I did a post on Instagram, and all the reefers said that that's common for leathers to kind of throw a little fit and close up every once in a while. And of course, back here, I have my OG and some of the boys down here. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. I am running my AI primes, but everything is doing super happy. So I hope you guys are having a great holiday season. Hope everybody's tank is doing good. Hopefully the Grinch hasn't gone to your reef tank and messed it up. But guys, what other coral should I add? I'm super happy with the way this tank is looking right now. Alright reefers, so I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Zoatank Boys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And let me know what you guys think about the Red Sea 170. I'm so open to opinions as to what I could do with that tank, guys. I love the shape of it, and I'm so excited for what it has in store. So like I said, guys, leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Until next time, Zoatank Boys out!